Why has KASPA been going absolutely crazy recently? Let's check it out.
KASPA, the friendly ghost.
Not that KASPA, come on. We're talking about the cryptocurrency called KASPA, right? And why is everyone talking about it? Why has it been going absolutely nuts? Well, I'm here to tell you why. So let's get into it. So here we are, this is KASPA, the crypto coin. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, here you are, right? Look at this absolutely parabolic growth, right? And you might have been paying attention to this, but you might be thinking to yourself, well, why is this actually happening? And I mean, that's a good question. I asked myself the exact same thing, and I've actually looked into this a little bit to tell you exactly why it is happening. So let's actually look at the project. Okay, so what is KASPA? This is KASPA. And really what you could say about this is what's so good about it is KASPA is the fastest open source, decentralized and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So if you don't know what exactly that means, is a layer 1 is a bit like, well, it's like Bitcoin, it's like Monero, Litecoin, that type of thing, right? That's a layer 1. So we're talking about, you know, ground floor cryptos, and it's actually the fastest one. So it's been developed not that long ago, and yes, very fast compared to Bitcoin. It is a proof of work blockchain, so very similar to Bitcoin again. So here's actually how it works. So you got block times of 1 second. So you know, with Bitcoin, I can't remember at the top of my head what it is, but it is not 1 second. I think it's actually a couple minutes. Okay, so yeah, it's very quick compared to that, and you can see how the demonstration of how this actually works. And it's proof of work. It's called block DAG. That's the way it operates. Yeah, so it's a new way of using proof of work. So very cool indeed. So here's some really good points that you might want to pay attention to. So fastest transactions, which I've just spoken to you about. So here you go. Combined with fully confirmed transactions in 10 seconds, it makes KASPA ideal for everyday transactions. So as you know, if you use Bitcoin, it's not ideal for everyday transactions. Maybe big bulk transactions, but if you was going to go buy a cup of coffee or something like that, it might not be the best thing to use. And then instant confirmation. So KASPA was designed hundreds of times faster than Bitcoin. So it's basically trying to be the Bitcoin killer, you could say, right? With each KASPA transaction visible on a network in 1 second. In 1 second, so that's very quick. And each transaction fully confirmed in 10 seconds on average. Yeah, scalability. This is something that, one of the main reasons I'd say this is doing really well right now. So KASPA solves the scalability problem with its ability to generate and confirm multiple blocks per second. So obviously very quick. This comes with no trade-off to security or decentralization as seen with proof of stake networks. So obviously that's a big statement. But I mean, it's really good tech, right? I'm actually not opposed to having to do proof of stake networks, and I think you can have security with that. So Cardano is a great example. It's a proof of stake network, but it also has good security as well. So I wouldn't necessarily say that in that statement, but that is up to them, right? Okay, so block DAG, overcoming with the problems of blockchain. KASPA processes all blocks in parallel, linked all side chains. So yeah, it's linking side chains as well. So that's really good. The leads of the DAG structure is increased and formation block per second dramatically, creating a block DAG. So block DAG, I'm assuming, is this. So this is what block, yeah, here you go, block DAG. So you can see how the block DAG actually works. And it would do this in terms of it's trying to push transaction through. So it's creating its own network while it's pushing transaction through. I would assume that when the network gets very congested, then it would basically have to make a new block, and then you'll be able to push the transaction through to give you the overall optimum speed, right? And you can kind of see that from this visualization right here. The thing where you're looking at this with, right, it's not on a lot of exchanges. So we've got a couple of big exchanges, you could say. So Gate.io, MXT, Hotbit, but they're not like big exchanges, right? So it's not got a big exchange listing, right? So that's quite good to know. So what do you guys think of that? Do you think this project has legs? I mean, I can tell you way more about this, why I think it has legs. And it all comes down to the state of crypto right now and the regulations in America. So let me quickly show you that. Let's do it. So SEC chairman Gary Gensler, right, suggests against the proof of stake tokens are securities report. So if you guys don't know, then Gary Gensler, he is trying to make crypto a security. And obviously the things that he's going for are proof of stake networks. So if you don't know, Ethereum has gone onto proof of stake network, and this also involves things like Cardano and yeah, other proof of stake networks, right? So that means he's trying to go for some of these coins, and it doesn't include Bitcoin. but you know, they're actually going for it. So this is one of the reasons that proof of work coins are going to be more valuable, and this is a proof of work coin. So yeah, and it's a new coin, right? It hasn't got a lot of market cap or anything like that. So so here you go, look, US Securities Exchange Commission, Gary Gensler is doubling down on his opinion of proof of stake tokens. But bear in mind, right, that doesn't mean anything. Gary Gensler can't actually change the law himself, but he's just got an opinion. But obviously him saying these type of things in Congress, it might have an effect on the way people think and what they're trying to do with crypto. So I mean, this is what people are doing. They're trying to hedge their risk, and I think that this is the reason, one of the main reasons that this coin looks so appealing. Although it looks like a great project, and yeah, it could do really well. I think that's probably the main reason. So let's actually look into the chart real quick and see what we can get out of this coin. Have a little look about it. So as we can see, right, we've got KASPA, and you know, back a while ago it was like not even 5 cents, like a percentage of 5 cents right here, and then obviously we went all the way up to 3 cents, right? So it's done pretty well, and you can see the returns right here. So in 10 months it's done 17,000%. So very good indeed, right? And you can see that the market cap is 538 million, so it's not a billion or anything like that, but you can see there's quite a lot of money in this coin already, and it's ranked at 87, so it is going up gradually. But yeah, what I would suggest is to wait for, so for example, if you go on the chart real quick, I've had a little look at this. So here is the chart of KASPA, and what I would do is I would use a Fibonacci to see where this might pull back to if you wanted to buy in. So for example, I'll show you where this works. So if we was to go from the high to the low right here, so this would have been that high before, and this one number right here is a 0.618. so usually, you know, prices go back to them, so you can see where that actually remains true. So look, 0.618, the price actually did go and touch it and go below it a little bit, and that's what the price went back to. So keeping that logic, right, do the exact same thing from this low to this high, right? And if we are going to get a pullback, this is where we would be looking for. So 0.618 is here, so that gives us a price of 0.017. So if you want to look to buy this coin, then look to buy it around these prices. Don't buy at highs, okay, because you will probably regret it. But yeah, I would say look for an entry if you are really interested in this coin. So what do you guys think? Do you think this coin has absolute crazy legs? Are you going to be looking to accumulate this coin? I mean, I'm definitely going to put this on my watch list, and I'm only going to look to maybe accumulate it if it goes below a certain price. I don't really like buying tops or anything like that. I'm here to try and get us lot in at good prices and good projects. So subscribe if you want to get in at low prices and me to be telling you about these projects. But if you really like this coin, I think you should definitely check out this other coin right here, because this one is an absolute beast and it could go parabolic. But if I don't see you, I'll see you at the top. Bam!